Now, I know it seems kind of hard to believe that a narcissist would, in some way, shape, or form, try to trap you if they've managed to run the discard across with you. Here's the thing. When it boils down to a narcissist, trying to trap you simply means they're trying to keep control over you. They're trying to maintain control over your life. So, if, for example, you dated a narcissist, and whether they be female or male, because, well, let's face facts. If a male wanted to try to trap you, they might try to impregnate you. If a female wanted to try to trap you, they may try to get pregnant by you. A lot of the times they will utilize other methods to try to keep control in your life, even if you decide that you no longer want to be a part of their lives. Now, we can all agree that a child does not make someone stay. But in this case, when you've dealt with a narcissist, you've dealt with a master manipulator, a child is the pawn in order to keep control in your life. So even though you may not stay, they will use the child against you to hurt you. See, if you're the non-narcissist and you care deeply about your child or children, the actual narcissist will use your child or children as a pawn to keep control in your life. Another way they will try to trap you is, let's say it's your family members. Now, if you have a narcissistic parent, your parent will subtly destroy your chance of growth. They'll destroy your life over time in subtle ways where it looks as if you are a failure, but at your own accord. Now, in this case, we know that narcissistic parents run the responsibility onto their children, that the parent is the child's responsibility. I took care of you all of your life. Now it's your turn to take care of me. See, here's the thing. With a narcissist parent, they will do certain things to try to keep you stunted, to try to keep you from actually growing, all the while manipulating you and the situation itself in giving the impression that it's you who just doesn't want to grow. Now, narcissist parents will do things to hurt their children, whether it be emotionally, mentally, and even financially. You ever heard of parents putting bills in their children's names? You ever saw a bill? You ever saw anything on your history that you don't even recall opening up under your own name? Or maybe you had financial liabilities where you had bills in your name, but assets were in their name. And this can go for parents, this can go for spouses, this can go for live-in boyfriend or girlfriends. You took the financial liability all the while they were the ones who were responsible for it. And because all of these bills are in your name, there's nothing tracing back to them. So if anything goes into default, who's the one liable to take care of it? You are. And of course, because they make you responsible for them, they are willing to, no, not willing to, they will feed you guilt. But they'll do it in subtle ways too. Narcissists are not always overt, guys. Narcissists are not very forthcoming. They utilize manipulation to make you believe that things that do not exist actually exist. You'd be abandoning them if you ever decided to leave, or if you've ever decided to have a life of your own. They're irresponsible. So when it comes to finances, if they're very irresponsible with their finances, they're going to gaslight you if they haven't already. They're going to use all sorts of excuses as to why they cannot even balance a checkbook. And of course, you're the child. You got to take care of them. Narcissists will use all types of tactics, guys, to try to keep you stuck, to try to keep you trapped. Reason being, you have been gaslit for so long. You have the trauma bond, whether it be with your mate or whether it be with a family member. And because they've been so inconsistent with their stories, in and out of your life, everything, it left you confused. It left you flabbergasted. You couldn't understand what was going on. You couldn't understand why these things are happening. And because they've managed to deflect, and they've managed to gaslight you, and they've managed to flip everything onto you, making you feel like you're the one with the problem, and naturally you internalize it. You just take it all in. You took it all in and you just said, you know what? If this is the way it is, then I have to figure out a way to make things better. A narcissist wants you to remedy a situation because they say so. They want you to take care of things because they say so. They're extremely entitled, or at least they think they are. And of course, if you don't comply with them, if you reject them, if you ignore them, if you do anything that is not on their list of things to do, their attitude is audacity. How dare you? How dare you? All the while, you're sitting there with that big question mark above your head. How the hell am I wrong in this? You ever notice how you apologize to them for hurting you? Yeah. Sounds crazy, right? But you're in a logical state right now. So now you understand everything you have gone through. Now you understand everything you were dealing with. Just know this. Their tactics are limitless. And they can try any and everything just to keep you stuck. Just to keep you trapped. Don't fall for it. Careful of the tactics, guys. And please be careful of the holiday Hoover. We're going to talk more about that on Friday's live, because it's going to be a special edition. It's going to be a Christmas edition live Friday, this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I'll get to see most of you guys there. So guys, don't fall for any of it. If you have children with them, trust and believe that was probably a tactic to make sure that they have some form of control in your life, no matter how many times they've discarded you, no matter how many times they have done every malicious thing you can possibly think of. Not only are they getting supply from the children, but they're getting supply from you, whether it be positive or negative. Keep that in mind, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.